in the background. Buildings like
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Building.
Assalamu alaikum, my YouTube family. This was our boat ride in the River Thames, where we saw viewpoints like the London Eye and the Tower Bridge. Enjoy the video and please like and subscribe. Also, click the bell icon so you don't miss any of our new uploads on our channel, UK Horn Family. Thank you very much.
Tower Bridge, not London Bridge. Hashtag sunny London. Hashtag Chloe is the best tour guide in the world. Mixed reviews so far, but I'm just going to keep saying it. If you look right up at the top between the two towers of Tower Bridge, you'll notice the pedestrian walkway. So this was used whenever Tower Bridge was opened. It's a vascular bridge. It opens and closes, designed to let tall ships pass. It takes about 90 seconds to open, 90 seconds to close. And up there, in the pedestrian walkway currently, there's an exhibition all about the bridge's history that you can go and visit. You might have noticed when we sailed underneath, there is a bit of a glass floor up there in the pedestrian walkway. So it's not the best place to go if you're scared of heights. Or if you're wearing a skirt. Not the best for that either. But it's very safe. It can carry the weight of one elephant, apparently. Do keep an eye out in the water around this area though, folks, because I saw a seal this morning. It followed us all the way back to London Bridge. I know the water looks pretty dirty, murky. The 70s we've repainted it. It's very patriotic, red, white and blue, for our Queen's Silver Jubilee. I can see a red double-decker bus on there at the moment. It reminds me that in the 70s there was a double-decker bus that got stuck on Tower Bridge when it started to open. So the bus driver chose to do a James Bond. He accelerated. He just managed to clear the 5-foot gap. Luckily, nobody on board was injured. He was actually given a pay rise for the medal for his bravery. Probably a slap from his wife for stupidity as well. But legend has it there was a couple on board that have recently got it. It's actually insured as a ship. So the operator of Tower Bridge is known as the captain. Anyone who works on Tower Bridge is known as the crew. It's a shame. We used to open Tower Bridge so often, but now not very often at all. If you go on Tower Bridge's website, you can see it's open at times. It's a really beautiful site. Prime tourist tip: if you go up to the Tower Bridge Experience, which is that exhibition on the walkway, on the glass floors, you can time it with when Tower Bridge is going to open, and you actually see it open from above. It's a really unique vantage point to see the Tower Bridge open. So definitely recommend that. But like I said, stonework purely cosmetic is there to blend in with the next building that I'm going to talk about, which is the infamous Tower of London, about to appear on your right hand side. A building that is almost 1,000 years old. Earliest parts date back to William the Conqueror in 1066. Oldest part of the tower is called the Bloody Tower. We do have some writing on the wall though to your right hand side. So above a bricked up entrance it says entry to the Traitors' Gate. So if you remember that world's smallest prison back at Parliament, traitors were taken from there, put in a waterman's boat, sailed down the Thames, and then would go through Traitors' Gate, where they would await their execution, known as London's first war. You can get a free tour of the Tower of London, but please ask the beefeaters very, very nicely. This is a free service. They do not get paid to do it. Their employers don't do it. They just do it because they live and work at the tower. They love what they do. So if you are lucky enough to get a free tour, please do give them a lovely generous tip so they keep on offering that service to people. As a fellow tour guide, tips are always welcome. And horse executions took place on Tower Hill. You had to pay your executioner. The more you paid them, the better job they did. It took approximately 13 swings to get your head from your shoulders. A horrible history that is, and one of the origins of overlooking. But we're going to go from old London to new London, because a lot has changed over the years. Can't possibly talk about all the buildings, but a couple that I should mention. We have number 20 Fenchurch Street to your right hand side, aka the Walkie-Talkie Building. Apologies lower deck, because the next two buildings I'm going to talk about are very tall. You have to crane your necks. Right at the top of the Walkie-Talkie Building, there's a glass balcony, usually a row of people, That is Sky Gardens. Now you can get some very impressive views of London from up here. Free admittance, yes, free. You do not hear that word often enough in London, so do check it out. And directly opposite the Walkie-Talkie Building, take a look to your left, and we have the Shard. Renzo Piano's Shard of Glass. Over 1,000 feet tall. You will never find a higher building in London. This is as tall as our aviation laws will allow us to build. It's about 2.5 London Eyes stacked one on top of each other. Now it's mainly office spaces in London, so the building has 5-star Cantilevered an observation deck, a restaurant, bar, you can even make it there if you want. We've got the in-house, with a carving price. And when it was first being constructed, the workers were finding that their lunch was going missing. They'd turn up the next day and all their lunches would be gone. Well, they discovered that a fox had managed to make its way all the way to the top and it was surviving by eating their scraps. Now, it's become a bit of a mascot for the Shard, the fox. Oh, just take a look, if you didn't believe me before, look at it. They were so happy to see me now. They made the best man. This stone there, Tower Bridge, it's called Cleopatra's Needle. It's this stone needle obelisk on your right hand side, and as we pass by the silver sturgeon vessel, you'll notice it's protected by 2 sphinxes. So this is over 3,500 years old. It's so old it predates the city of London itself, predates Queen Cleopatra even. Got nothing to do with her, we just sailed over on a boat called the Cleopatra, given to us as a gift by the Egyptian government for our help with the Battle of the Nile. I repeat, a gift. Down the south-west centre, creative and artistic hub on your left-hand side. We've got Royal Festival Hall there, which is home to the London Philharmonic Orchestra, but there are so many pop-up pubs, restaurants, fairground rides. World's first skateboard park is at the South Bank Centre that you can go and visit. Hayward Art Gallery, BFI, which is the British Film Institute, something for everyone. But we've got my favourite buildings. Well, one of them on your right hand side, probably my favourite. This really pretty French chateau-style building is Whitehall Court. Used to belong to the Liberal Party. His most famous leader was William Gladstone, and it's now a really nice hotel. It's called the Portsmouth Hotel. If anyone's looking for somewhere nice to do an afternoon tea, they do a very underrated one at the Portsmouth. Okay, last time I'm going to get you to look to the right hand side, promise. There is a statue of a golden eagle on the bank side, and this is our RAF memorial, built to commemorate the RAF air servicemen and women who fought and lost their lives in World War I and World War II. It's actually made from the shrapnel of the aeroplane wreckages at the time, and the eagle's facing in the direction of France. That's because that's where most of them would have lost their lives. And you see that building behind there with all the flags, that's the Ministry of Defence, known as the Iceberg Building. We're only seeing the tip of this building. 2/3 are completely underground for security reasons. Said to have a nuclear fallout shelter down there, secret passages leading to Downing Street, Parliament and Buckingham Palace. But I should talk more about the London Eye. Well, it is so majestically to our left. This is still the world's largest cantilevered observation wheel. Cantilevered because it's held up on one side. Observation wheel, don't use the F word here, it's not a Ferris wheel, because the pods are on the outside, they're completely enclosed and they make a full 360 turn on the rotation. So much to do on the London Eye. We do champagne experiences where you get a lovely glass of bubbly to enjoy on your rotation. You can get married on the London Eye. We've had over 600 weddings. That's really beautiful. They're timed that perfectly, so as you're going up you'll be saying your vows. Then when you get to the very top you do your I do's. And the joke is that it's all downhill.